Welcome back to Simple Deals, Hauls, and Coupons. Today the video is about making homemade laundry detergent. And what I figured out is it's approximately, it might be a little bit less, but let's just say $2 for 5 gallons. So that's a really great deal. Okay, what you need to make homemade laundry soap is you need 1 bar of the Fells Naphtha soap. It's laundry soap. It's found in the laundry detergent aisle. It's usually like on a lower shelf. And I had a really hard time finding the Fells Naphtha. I looked and I finally found 1 bar, 1 lonely bar at Walmart. And so I grabbed that one, but I also heard that Zote, which is also in the same section, I also heard that that is also used for this and is a very, highly recommended soap. They had 2 different kinds. They had the white and the pink, so I got both. And they're much larger soap bars than the Fells Naphtha. Okay, you're also going to need 1 cup of borax and 1 cup of ARM&HAMMER wash booster. Okay, these are the photos of the items that you'll need. The Fells Naphtha laundry bar and stain remover soap bar, okay, if you can find it. Or you can use 1 bar of Zote. Zote comes in pink and Zote comes in white. Now the Fells Naphtha soap had a really mild smell to it, so it was almost like making the clear and simple or clean and simple soap. It was very mild. Got a very mild smell to it. Okay, the other 2 items that you're going to need as far as, like to make the soap, you need the borax laundry booster and multi-purpose cleaner. You also need the ARM&HAMMER laundry booster super washing soda. Now, if you weren't looking to make like the clear and simple, clean and simple, whatever you want to call it, with almost no smell, laundry detergent, you can add the essential oils, whichever smell you desired. You can add that in once it's all like melted together. You can put a few drops of that in. I thought it smelled fine without it, so I just left that out. Okay, there are certain items that you're going to need, like tools that you're going to need to use to make the soap. So you're going to need an old large pot, okay? And I just chose to use a pot that I'm not going to use for anything else but soap. Okay, an old slotted spoon. I'm using a metal one, but you can use whatever you think works best. I had an old funnel that fit pretty good into the top of my milk jugs. Okay, my empty milk jugs that I use to actually put the soap in. Okay, a few more items that you will need. You'll need a measuring cup, specifically a 1 cup measuring cup. You'll need a grater. I just bought a new one because I got one pretty cheap. They might even have them at the Dollar Tree. I'm not sure. I got mine at Dollar General. I think it was $5. But, it was pretty sturdy, and I'm going to be using it like, every time I make the soap. I used an old plastic plate to grate the soap onto because I didn't really have anything else, and I thought, hey, that works out great. Okay, these are just a few of the visuals of the items that I used. Like I said, the pot, the Zote, or the Fells Naphtha, the grater, the funnel, that's a blue plastic plate there that I used to actually, the shavings of the soap went onto that. And then I dumped it in the pot with the warm water in it. And I used that small plastic container there to put in the cup from the borax and the ARM&HAMMER. They each take a cup. So I put that in that little container so that when everything was incorporated, then I could just put it in. Okay, a few more items that you will need. You'll need some containers, okay, gallon containers. Now you could use old milk jugs, old water jugs, or you could use old detergent containers. Now, the only thing I can say is I like the idea of using water jugs or milk jugs because you can see like how much you're putting in. So, like if I want to put 3/4, fill that 3/4 of the way with water before I put in my concentrated laundry soap, I can see pretty much what I'm doing with that. You know what I mean? So that's the reason why I chose to go with the old milk jugs. Okay, I just want to show you a visual of the containers that I used, actually to put the soap in. Okay, this is an important reminder, okay? To begin with this, this whole process, 4 cups of water into the pot to heat on medium before putting the shredded laundry soap into the pot. Okay, I forgot this when I first started this, and I was like, what is all this? Why is this not working right? Then I realized, oh my gosh, I forgot to put the water in. So that's a biggie, okay? Make sure the water's in first. Okay, the first step after you start the water on, put the water in the pot and it's getting warm, you want to shred the bar of laundry soap that you are using, Fels Naphtha or Zote. And I will say the Fels Naphtha bar of laundry soap is really like dense, and it was kind of hard to shred. But I just kept shredding and shredding and shredding. Finally, it was done. So it, and you will find that there's like a little nub at the end that you can't really shred. I threw that in, but I think when I do it again, I will not put that little nub in because it's hard to get that melted. Okay, these are just a few visuals of shredding the bar of Fels Naphtha. Okay, once the water in the pot is warm, you're going to put the shreds of soap in and stir. Because you want to try to make sure that you don't end up with just like, a lot of clumps, a lot of large clumpy, soap clumps. And if you do, if you think, oh my gosh, I got so many clumps in this, it just doesn't seem to want to actually all melt, just keep stirring or just let it sit for a few minutes because usually in about 10 minutes or so it will all melt. So you won't have a difficulty with clumps. You can also use, I believe, what they called an emulsifier. It's a little hand tool that a lot of people use that makes soap. And of course, I didn't have one and I didn't want to go to the extra cost of getting one. I thought however it ends up, and mine turned out just fine. Okay, these are a couple pictures of the shreds in the pot on the stove. Okay, the one on the left is before I realized that I needed the water, so then I just quickly dumped the water in. So then the one on the right is after it's been like on the like medium heat for, looking at the clock, I'd say about 7 minutes or so. At that point, it gets really sudsy and all that as it's melting. But it's about 10 minutes total, I'd say, to get it all melted. And once you think it's pretty melted, that's when you're going to go to the next step. Okay, once all the shredded soap is melted, it's pretty much all done. Then you can add the 1 cup of borax and 1 cup of ARM&HAMMER to that, and then just stir it and get it all incorporated. And that will, because that's already like in a powder format, that's going to just really, it is going to incorporate really quickly. Okay, this is just a picture. I was giving it one last stir and trying to see if it was ready. I think I waited several more minutes before I actually put in the ARM&HAMMER, but I had it ready. So but like I said, once it's all, looks like it's all melted, then you can take that, the borax and the Arm& Hammer, and you can just dump that right in and stir it until it's all incorporated. And then, okay, the next step, step number 4, fill all of your containers 3/4 of the way with water. If you don't want to fill them that far, you don't have to, but I just went ahead and filled them pretty much 3/4 of the way, because you're not going to, you're only putting, when you're going to put all your laundry detergent in, you have to, take that laundry detergent that you have in that pot and divide it by all of your containers, because it is a concentrated laundry soap. Okay, you want to turn off the eye or the burner on your stove. Once all the ingredients are combined, you're ready to pour your soap into your containers. Okay, and this last shot is me pouring the soap into the containers. And my soap was kind of a little bit of a, it kind of was, I don't want to say gloppy, but it was kind of a little bit gloppy. It was, but it did pour okay. It just, it wasn't like totally just like when you would turn on water. It's not like that. It's going to be thick, very thick, okay? So, but, I was able to use the funnel and get it into my containers. And then, like I said, putting the water in first is key, I feel. I think I might have done that in reverse. I put the soap in first and then filled it. I'm not really sure. I can't remember. But I did make a video of this, but it just didn't turn out right. So I'll try, the next time I make soap, I'll try to make another video. But that is all I did. And then once you get your soap into your containers, of course, put your lids on and you're ready to go. And I'm just storing mine in a cool spot. And I've used it and it has turned out fine. The smell is, it's a very mild smell and or scent. And I thought that the towels that came out of the dryer after I used my own soap came out much softer than, and they smelled better than the store-bought soap. So I am definitely hooked on this homemade soap, and I will make it again and again and again. I'm not going to purchase any more soap from the store. I'm just going to make my own. And I do want to thank MrsHappyHomemaker.com. That's where I got the recipe for this, and I will link that in my description. So I hope you're able to utilize this if you're interested in saving money, if you're interested in trying to make your own soap. I hope this helps you out. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments. I'll try to answer, as best I can. But if you found the content that you could use the content, I hope you give me a thumbs up. I hope you subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. And thanks so much for watching the video, and I'll see you on my next video. If you guys like the video, please hit the like button. If you're enjoying the content, please subscribe. And if you want to get notified when I upload a new video, please hit the bell. Thank you.